Hey, Merry Christmas. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Uno, dos, tres. Dustin Rexrod, how you doing? Alrighty, well, let's get this party started, I guess. Sounds like you can hear me. Hear me good and stuff. Ray L's in the house. Merry Christmas to you as well, Ray. Scorpion, I hope you and your family had a good Christmas. Oh, tomorrow's your birthday. Well, happy tomorrow birthday. Well, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and I hope you got everything you wanted. That's what Christmas is all about. I think I'm stuck on this. Oh my God, I think I am. Well, that won't do. Yep, that's right. You only got one more year in your teens. Okay, it says super strength is on. Why can't I grab the truck? It's done that to me before. I don't get it. Alright. Super strength is on. Super strength is on. Alright. Why won't it let me grab the... Whoa, whoa! Man, I just shot over that like Superman. I can't pick anything up though. I got super strength on. There's only one other thing to do, and that's ramming speed. Oh, geez, I forgot. I've got it downloaded. I forgot to put it in the folder. Darn it. I've been really busy. I missed the live stream Christmas Eve, but it was Christmas Eve. Sorry, Scorpion, I forgot. I was going to put it in the folder, and I lost track of time. And I looked up at the clock, and it was 5 minutes to 1, and I thought, uh-oh. If I'm going to do this, I got to get showing road. All right, let's see if I can get that truck out of there. Hey, we're cooking with grease. So, you've been using that truck, everything works good, and it's a piece of modern technology. Okay, I gotta know. Did anybody get anything really cool for Christmas? I had this thing about Christmas. It's not my favorite thing, Christmas, but I like the season for the feelings and family and that kind of thing. Wayne, how are you? I did have a good Christmas. I hope you did as well. Ours was kind of quiet when it actually came down to it. We had a lot of company on New Year's Eve, and that's why I couldn't do the live stream on New Year's Eve, because normally I've been trying to do Tuesday and Thursday, but holidays kind of got in the way. And I had lots of company on New Year's Eve because Christmas morning, New Year's. Did I say New Year's? I'm thinking New Year's. I had a lot of company on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas morning was quiet. We got up, we didn't do much, and we cooked, and about 2 o'clock people showed up for Christmas dinner. You got exactly what you said you were going to get? Nothing? Isn't that what you told me? Yeah, I understand, Wayne. I've had jobs like that before. I had jobs where I'd work 6 days a week and holidays and all that kind of good stuff. It's hard, but that's what pays for your lifestyle. New Year's, I know. Well, I'm thinking of, Christmas went by so fast, and I was thinking about next week is what I was thinking. And next week is New Year's, so can you imagine 2020? Crazy. So poor old Ray got nothing for Christmas. Hey, metallic mediums in the house. Snuck in the side door. Say I saw your little live stream of the star thing. That was kind of cool. When did you do that? You feel old when I say that. I know. It gets easier to feel old, believe me, as time goes by. I had a guy come. He was going to do for our company, he was going to do a motivational speech. And his idea of motivating people was to tell everybody to go and get about 70 marbles, because he thought that people on average live to be about 70, right? So you get 70 marbles and you put them in a fish bowl. And every year that goes by, you take a marble out. And then, of course, he tells this little joke because he was an older gentleman. And he said, I lost all of my marbles about 2 years ago, because evidently he was 72. But that was supposed to be funny. Now, here's the thing. You're going to motivate me by telling me to fill a bowl up with marbles, and I have to take one out every year. I would look at that bowl, and by the time I had 2 or 3 marbles left, I wouldn't be motivated to do anything except for to cry. It would have worked better, I think, if you'd have said, hey, you start off with an empty bowl and you start putting, marbles in it as you go. And, then you could look at the bowl and say, good Lord, look at all the marbles I got. And, feel good about that. But I wouldn't feel good about losing all my marbles and know that the next step is death. That's not motivating. Been there since last night. There's a landing. And what? My chat thing is kind of weird. I'm having trouble reading. There we go. There's an escape opportunity every 2.4 hours. Oh, I thought I heard you talking about that at one time. You would have forgot about taking the marble out? Me too. But, you know, I don't know who he was trying to motivate, because it didn't work for me. All I could just see sadness watching those marbles go by and knowing that, you know, the next step is that long trip into nowhere. Andy's in the house. Bill's playing Santa Claus this year. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope everybody had a good one. Hope you got everything you wanted. I got some more clothes. That's usually what I get. Nobody knows what to buy for me because I'm so... Well, I'm expensive. Let's put it that way. Anything I want costs, you know, quite a bit of money. But that's okay. I don't expect anything. I didn't really... My wife would say, what do you want? I said, well, I don't really want anything. I've got anything I want. Oh. Have you played GTA before? I'm sure you have. On the PS3, oh yeah. Don't you hate that when you spend hundreds of dollars on a console and then it gets outdated and they just don't want to. They can do it, but they don't want to make things backward compatible. And they'll tell you they can't do it. That's bullshit. They can do it. Remember Microsoft saying they couldn't do it, and then they ended up doing it? And then they said, well, it only works on some games. That's just total BS. They could do anything they want to do. Basically, it's just a computer. The consoles nowadays, it's basically just a computer. They can do anything they want. They just don't want to because they want you to buy the game over. Got a 5-in-1 gaming table, pool, foosball, air hockey, ping pong, and archery. You can do archery on a table? Uh-oh. I'm not watching where my truck's going. That's pretty funny. Your wife lets you have a bow and arrow in the house, huh? Shooting it at a table. Yeah, Darren, that's what I said. Hey, Darren, how you doing? Didn't see you come in. That's what I said. Archery on a table? Yeah, kind of weird. Well, you're gonna have to explain how that works. How do you play archery on a table? Two new tires for your bike. Gift certificate to buy a new gun. An additional gun? Did you lose a gun? Are you replacing one? Is it a handgun, a rifle, shotgun? We need details, man. That's pretty exciting. Oh, I guess I already did that, didn't I? Metallic, how did the wife like the bike? You're replacing a hunting rifle. Cool. What the heck did I just do? I meant to do this. Bring the pipe in. Oh, okay. I got you. So it's not a real bow and arrow. It's a toy bow and arrow. Well, that makes sense. It's an indoor bow and suction cup. Is it something you can shoot at Christopher, huh? Suction cup to the forehead. But believe it or not, it's bright and sunny out today. It's colder than hell out there, but it's bright and sunny. It's only about just over the 30s, but it's beautiful. Yeah, my idea about Christmas is the time to buy somebody. If you're going to buy a Christmas gift, I think the same way about birthdays, by the way. Some people say, okay, let's do practical gifts. I'm going to buy you clothes, and there's nothing wrong with this, especially if you need clothes. But a lot of people go for the practical stuff, and that's always good. But in my mind, a Christmas gift or a birthday gift should be something that the person really wants, but either can't afford or doesn't want to spend the money on it because they need to pay rent, buy a new tire for the car, buy food, that kind of thing. So they don't have the money to buy the thing they want. That's a Christmas gift. Okay, let's say somebody really needs a new console or a console at all. They want to play games. They don't have a computer. They want a new Xbox, but they don't have the money. The money they have is going for rent and food and all that kind of stuff, and clothing, paying heat for the house, whatever it is, diapers for the baby, that kind of thing. That person wants an Xbox, can't afford it, doesn't know if they'll ever be able to. That's a present right there. In my opinion, that's a Christmas present. That's a birthday present. Get somebody something that they really want, that they either can't get themselves or they can't afford, and that's a Christmas present. Now, they can get the practical stuff too. I also get them a pair of socks because their feet get cold. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Are you still watching Hallmark movies? I watched a couple Christmas movies. There's a couple I really like to watch every year. Bought the tires myself. Well, you got my meaning on that kind of thing. It's Christmas and birthdays. That should be a special gift. You know, you don't, okay, this guy needs an extension cord, so that's what he's going to get for Christmas. That's not right. That's good, Wayne. I like that. I used to have to do that for my dad because I didn't know what to get him. And same for my wife. I don't know what the heck to get my wife. Now I did manage to get her what she really wanted this year. And it was funny because I didn't know she wanted it. And I had no clue that she'd want what I bought her. But I thought it was something I wanted to get for her, and it was pretty expensive. And I knew she'd never get it. And she opened it up in front of the family, and she said, "Oh my God, is this what I think it is?" I didn't even know she knew what the hell the thing was. I was going to have to explain to her what she needed to do with it. And she started crying. She was so excited about what she got. And I thought, what? Everybody's going, oh, she's crying. And I said, do you even know what that is? She's going, oh, yes, I do. And I thought, oh, my God. Aha, so you're away from home for Christmas. We used to do that, all that traveling. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. Poor Ray didn't get anything. I thought you were going to get some coal or something. You didn't get coal or anything like that? I don't know why Ray didn't get anything. He's a bad boy, I guess. Santa didn't want to bring him anything. You know, we're talking about gifts. Let's go beyond Christmas. Let's say it's your birthday. Now, my dad, he loved to play bingo. He loved to get scratch-off tickets, you know, for the lottery, stuff like that. So he lived in Washington State. I live in Oregon. And so I used to buy him Oregon lottery tickets because he isn't about to get in his car and drive to Oregon just for a lottery ticket. So for his birthday, I would give him cash so he could buy what he wanted, something he might want, because I didn't know what the hell to get him. And I would give him scratch-off tickets for Oregon so that he would, because I knew he enjoyed it. So I mentioned this to a lady one time at work, and she said, yeah, that's what my kids get me. And then she mumbled under her mouth, damn kids. And I said, oh, you don't like scratch-off tickets? She says, oh, no, I love them, especially if you might be a winner. She said, but my kids are stupid. They buy scratch-off tickets. They scratch them off themselves to see if they're a winner, and then they give them to me, and they're not winners. I said, what? Yeah, she said, for my birthday, I got a bunch of scratch-off tickets that somebody already scratched off. And, of course, they weren't winners. And I thought, and they think that's an appropriate gift? And she said, yes, they do. I've talked to them about it. And they think that there's nothing wrong with that. That's an appropriate gift. And I said, well, I'd disown them little boogers. Can you imagine that? And then I asked her, I said, what would they have done if they'd have scratched it off and had $1 million winner? I said, I bet you wouldn't have got it. And she said, no, I'm afraid you're right. So I thought, that's the awfulest thing I've ever heard. I was appalled at that. And to think that somebody would think that was a good gift. Scorpion says he sends them balls for. Yeah, but do you scratch them off first to see if they're winners? That's just terrible. They might as well not have given them anything. That's awful. It's funny too, but it's awful. I guess we could say it's awful funny. Yeah, that's messed up, I'll tell you. Man, I gotta go out and pick up some straw. You know what? I'm seriously thinking this is a terrible job, just picking up straw. I think I'm going to buy that one I usually use because this is a terrible job. Let's go to the store. We're going to do a little shopping here. Let's get us a tractor to pull the thing with. I'm going to do the TriStar, I think. I like the TriStar. Or I guess it's not a TriStar. What do they call this? A Tri-6. Leave that stuff alone. Get that. And then let's go to, where are we at here? Loading wagons. I'm going to get that one right there. Extension. Sure. Trailboards are fine. All right. I never had a green one before. John's in the house. Hey, John, hope you had a good Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. I can't believe it's here and gone so fast. GTA 5, I play it on the PC, and I've got it for the PlayStation 4. I didn't buy it for the Xbox. It's funny, I play more games on the PlayStation. I do have several games that I play on the Xbox. Farm Sim I've got for the Xbox. I've got, what else? I've got Red Dead Redemption for the Xbox, but I also have it on the PlayStation. I actually play it on the PlayStation, but I'll tell you what, I use the Xbox for TV and stuff. I use the Xbox for streaming and watching YouTube and Netflix in the living room. I keep my PS4 in my office because I use it more for games. And when I just want to relax and play or watch TV, that's what I use my Xbox One for. It's in the living room, hooked up to about an 80-inch TV. And sometimes I just want to kind of play a game or watch TV and relax in a recliner. I don't really like to play that way, but sometimes it's just kind of nice to do. Usually when I'm playing games, I'm pretty serious. I want to be up close and personal, so I play mostly on the PC. Oh, were they really bad this year? Bella and Rudy? A role play on the Xbox? Yeah, I actually have got 2 games going on the Xbox. I've got, I think, 3 games of Red Dead Redemption going on the PlayStation 4, and then I've got a couple of them on the PC. Scorpion. Scorpion is thinking about Aliens 2, because he mostly plays on the PC, mostly. Aliens 2 was the movie that had all the memes in it. Well, you got, they mostly monsters. There's monsters here. They mostly come out at night, mostly. Then you've got Game Over, man. Game Over. That guy, he was pretty funny. And there's a couple more in there I can't remember. Those are the two biggies, but there were more. I think when Ripley gets in that machine, he's going to kick the Queen's ass. And she says something about, you bitch. You know, that was pretty funny. See how much easier this is using this piece of equipment? Oh, I've got Minecraft, but it's on the 360. Of course, I played Minecraft on PC, but I do have it for the Xbox, but it's on the 360. I haven't purchased it for the Xbox One. I probably should. Bill Paxton, he was pretty good. Bill Paxton has some pretty funny parts in other movies, too. Do you remember a movie called... oh, hell, I can't remember now. It was a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. The one that's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Oh, shoot. I can't think of the name of it. He was a spy. True Lies. It's called True Lies. So Bill Paxton was in True Lies. He plays this car salesman that pretends to be a spy. And then when he's confronted by real danger, he pees his pants and stuff. And it's hilarious. It's just so funny to watch. Nathaniel wants to know if I have a Twitch channel. Yes, I do. And I do use it. I do live streams on it, not as often as I should. It's just the same as this, Rudeman53. So if you go to Rudeman53 on YouTube, you get me. If you go to Rudeman53 on Twitch, you'll get me. Rudeman53 Gaming. Yeah, I try to be consistent. The same thing with Microsoft. When I live stream on Mixer, it's the same. Rudeman53 Gaming. It's all good. Laggy phones, yeah. I can't watch anything on a phone. The screen's too small. I have to just have it implanted in my eye to be able to see it. If I'm traveling, I have a tablet, a 10-inch tablet that I use. It's better for me. I can see better on it. Hard to read the text? Oh, it'd be impossible for me to read the text. Dustin's playing Farm Sim on the phone while he's watching me play Farm Sim on the PC. Out there's funny right there. Technology is a wonderful thing, I guess. Especially when it works. Anybody been watching The Witcher? on Netflix. It's a little racy. It's funny because when I looked at it to start with, it says mature audience, some violence and sexual innuendo or something. But boy, there's boobies everywhere. I'm telling you. You're too young. I have to laugh because back when I was young, an X-rated movie would be less than you see on regular TV now. That's right. For those of you that come in late, tomorrow's Dustin's birthday. It's going to be his last year in his teens. He's going to make it epic year. Oh, I didn't even know it was out yet. Ray says the new Lost in Space is out. I didn't mind watching the Lost in Space, but I had some problems with it. The first one I had was that they changed all the characters around. And the second problem I had was they made the soldier a bad guy, and the wife is the hero. Nothing wrong with that. But that's not what the story was about originally. It was a family. And the wife is split. In this one, the wife split the family up. And I don't know there's something wrong with that. You can't have a show that has a real family in it anymore. It has to be a single parent family, or it doesn't show up on movies or on TV, and that's just wrong. But so that's the other problem I had. But the main problem I had with that movie was basic science. I'm talking basic science. In the very, very first of the movie, they land on a planet that's cold, right? And the girl dives into the water, and then the water starts freezing. And the water's freezing so fast she can't even swim out of it. Okay, so that's fine if it's that cold. But think of this, in watching that movie, if it was cold enough to freeze the ice in that lake so fast, why are these people standing around in shirt sleeve clothing? They don't have any protection on. They've got no helmets or anything on their heads. And they're digging into the snow trying to, dig through the ice to get to the daughter with their hands. And how could that be? Science is terrible in that movie. And that's only a start. You start watching the rest of it, and their physics and their science in that movie is just crap. It's fantasy. That's the biggest problem I had with it. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, but you can't believe any of the science, that's for sure. Yeah, they all but made the father a bad guy. They almost made him evil just because he was a soldier. That's the way I saw it anyway. It's like they hate him because he was away from home, but he was saving the earth. So made him evil, I guess. Anyway, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, but you have to kind of watch it and suspend your all sense of reality. Of course, that's pretty much everything nowadays. All right, well, That made quicker work of the straw. Yeah, see, I was a big fan of the original Star Lost in Space. The only reason I even started watching it is because I was a big fan of the guy that played the father, because he was Zorro. That was Zorro to me. Don Diego. They say you're evil. Bill. I don't know anybody who would have thought Bill was evil. I don't know. Let's see. I guess I don't need this anymore. Yet, anyway. Let's park it in here. Uh-oh. I crashed into the building. Never did that before. Alright, what are we going to do with this guy? Is there another field to work on? Oh, reruns, man. Reruns. I'm talking reruns. I think I saw it on Nickelodeon. Oh, what time is it? I'm thirsty. Oh, I should have had that guy running. What am I doing? This guy should be moving, motating. What is this? Field 6. Did I have a course going for this? Or was I just having him go up and down, up and down? I can't remember. Drive course. Well, why was it on transfer? Uh-oh. Where the hell's he going? This guy's on a mission. I'm curious. I want to see what he's going to do. Oh! He's on field 4. Stop! Field 6, cotton. I don't have a course set up. I tell you what I must have done. I must have went round and round manually and just started him going up and down, up and down. I think I just hired a worker. Can't remember. Field 4. That's what Andy saw field 4 on course play, and he's yelling at his monitor, "You dumb shit, you're on the wrong field." Vacuum cleaner, I got the same response with an exercise piece of equipment. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, yeah, you don't do that, Bill. That was a mistake. You're almost accusing her of being your maid. Here, I bought you a tool, clean the house. You can't do stuff like that. Women, they like to get other things for gifts, not tools. It is, isn't it, Dustin? I got a big plow, but the fields are almost too small for it. Okay, why is this guy going so slow? I'm gonna have to kick him in the butt. There he goes. You go to town, buddy. Oh! Yeah. You give them a piece of exercise equipment and they say, "Oh, you must think I'm fat." Well, I wasn't going to say it, but now that you brought it up. Hey, Dar. Dar Smith is in the house. I haven't seen Dar forever. Hope you had a good Christmas, girl. Or I think this is the extent of the fields I owned. I think. I thought I owned that. No, I don't. All right, I'm kind of done until another crop comes up. Diamonds will shut her up. Diamonds are forever. Unless she thinks they're too small, or if she thinks they're fake. Man, I didn't realize I had this many fields I needed working. I got work to do. I'm sitting here talking. Uh-oh, I just ran in this swimming pool. Okay, so let's see. What's this guy doing? He's waiting for that field. I need this guy. And we need to work on this field here. I gotta get back to work, man. Hey, holiday's over. Time to go back to work. So, Dar, did you have a good Christmas? I hope you did. Hope the family's all well. Exercise in your microwave. I had a microwave go out on me. Hey, has anybody had a microwave explode on you? Because I have. It was freaky. Okay, I have to explain this because otherwise you might not understand. If you look at a microwave, go up to a microwave and look at the glass door. The glass door is not clear glass. It's got little holes in it, like it's a clear glass with a screen built into it. Does that make any sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when you look at it, you can see the food inside, but you really can't see it real good. So if you get closer to the microwave and you just kind of move your head back and forth, and then it kind of blurs the screen so that you can see through it. Has anybody done that? Or am I just being silly? Here, I'll tell you when I make nachos, I don't know how long to turn the microwave on, and if you microwave nachos too long, it ruins them. the cheese, it gets too hot and it bubbles and boils and it ruins your nachos. So you have to know at that moment that all the cheese is just barely melted. Okay, so I've got a bunch of nachos in the microwave, and I can't see through those stupid little holes in the glass. So I'm moving my head back and forth real fast, because then you can kind of see through there, because I want to be able to see the cheese and be able to tell when it's really melted, right? All of a sudden, the microwave just explodes. There's sparks flying out everywhere. And my wife comes running in the kitchen and she's screaming at me, "What the hell did you do? What did you do?" And I said, "I didn't do anything." "No, what did you do?" And I said, "I didn't do anything." It was hilarious. So yeah, we ended up buying a new microwave, but it was funny. Am I crazy, or has anybody else done that with a microwave? Oh, flu on Christmas. You guys heard me tell the story. One Christmas, my wife and I and our 3 kids all got the flu. And Christmas morning was the worst. Nobody could get up to take care of anybody. We were so sick. Christmas morning came. Nobody wanted to get up. Nobody wanted to open presents. We were just all sick. Now, Carol and I had to get up because we had to take care of the kids. But we were sick. We were just really sick. It was the most miserable Christmas I think we ever had. It's pretty bad when little kids won't get up and open their Christmas presents. Okay, Andy says he just sets the timer. Well, I can understand that, Andy, but what I'm saying is, how long do you put in a plate of nachos? And then, great cheese to put on there. How long do you put that in? I don't know. Is it 10 seconds? Is it 40 seconds? Because if the cheese cooks too long, I don't like them. It ruins them. So I need to be able to see when that cheese is melting and stop it as soon as it's done. Because normally that's what I do. I got a fancy microwave that has a special key on it that it's a reheat key. I can't remember what it's called. And you just put whatever you want in there, and it's got sensors that senses how it's cooking. And it sets the timer. It doesn't put it on full power. It kind of goes like half power, full power, back to half power, full power. So it cooks it kind of slower. But it actually knows when it's done. It senses the moisture or something. And that works very well. And the other one that works very well is the popcorn button. My microwave has a popcorn button. You put popcorn in there, you hit the popcorn button, and all you have to do is you have to read the side of the popcorn that you're putting in there. And let's say your popcorn says it's 3 ounces, then you hit 3. And it pops your popcorn just perfectly. Velveeta, yeah, I can't afford to have special cheese. I just use regular. I use Tillamook cheese, shred it, throw it on there. Cheddar. No, nachos. You don't know what you're missing, Andy. Andy's Scottish. They fry everything. I said that one time because there's a Doctor Who where the little girl's Scottish, and Doctor Who says he tells her to cook something for him, and she says something, and he says, "You're Scottish, fry something." like that's all Scottish people do is fry things. I said that to somebody one time that was Scotland. They got upset. They said that's just them damn Brits trying to always, make us look bad or something. I can't remember what exactly he said, but he told me that was bullshit. That's just the Brits talking bad about the Scots again. I put ice cream in my microwave, and everybody that hears that says, "What?" I do. I microwave my ice cream. Not very long. I microwave it only long enough to soften it a little bit. Then I take a spoon and whip it up because I like soft ice cream. I don't like hard ice cream. When you go to Dairy Queen and you get an ice cream cone and it's soft ice cream, that's the way I like ice cream. I don't like it hard. So I microwave it. There you go, Dar. See, Dar's got it down. And that, guys, is why we have women in the house. Because when I use a microwave, I put something in it. I tell it 2 minutes and hit the high button. That's it. When I cook something on the stove, I click the burner up to high and I start cooking. If you don't like charbroiled food, you can go to the restaurant. Oh, jeez. What a sexist show this is. See, people don't get this feminist stuff. I don't get it. I treat a woman like a woman. When you treat a woman like a lady, that means you're treating them better than you would treat a man. I was taught by my mom to respect women. You open doors for them. You stand up when they get up to leave from the table. You're courteous. You're kind. And if you're not, then I'd get backhanded by my mom. These people that think that a strong woman has to be somebody that can kick butt on a movie or TV, they've never met a housewife. They've never met a mother of 3 children. You can't get a stronger person than that. In the old days, the man used to go and earn a living, and they would say, well, it's a man's world. But if the man didn't have a woman home to take care of the house, and the woman provides the home, the man, he just gets to work and come home and relax in the work that the woman's put in. I tell you what, whenever we're finished with a meal, I always tell my wife, thank you for dinner. And she'll look at me sometimes. She goes, yeah, but you cooked it. And I said, you don't get my meaning. I'm thanking you for the dinner, for the meal, because I don't do the shopping. I don't do the shopping. There's a lot of things that I don't, she does that during the day that, that I appreciate. And by me saying thank you for the dinner, I'm thanking her for providing what we had for dinner, even though I may have cooked it. Well, there were 16 kids in my family. There were 13 that grew up with me. There were 3. I had a brother and 2 sisters that I didn't really know. I saw pictures of them, and I can't remember. At one point, they might have been around, but I don't have a memory of them. Yeah, shopping's not my thing either. Although when I do it, I'm in there and out. My wife isn't. It takes her hours to go shopping. If I go shopping, I know exactly what I want. Give me a list. I'll walk. What I will do is I will walk down the front of the aisle, because in most grocery stores there's a sign up that says dried goods, you know, frozen foods or whatever. And you can look down the aisle and see what's on this aisle. And I'll look at my list, and if there's bread and meat in the same aisle, I know where I've got to look. I grab what's on the list and I get the hell out of there. I'm right in the middle. Well, I'm actually not quite in the middle. I'm a little bit on the past the middle part. I'm one of the older ones, but not just beyond halfway, I guess. Oh, jeez, I'm out of lime. Oh, yeah, I'm always hungry. That's my problem. You know what happens when you shop and you're hungry? You got one basket full of Twinkies, one full of ice cream, one full of potato chips and pepperoni sticks. And then another cart full of soda. That's how I shop. What am I doing here? I meant to fill this thing up. I think I have to turn around. There we go. This is going to take a while. This is a big rig and it takes a while to fill. So I'll just get it started and then we'll mosey on to something else. Let's see. What was I doing? I was doing that field right there, wasn't I? I think. Oh, plow guy's done. You're the tourist route. Look how dirty this tractor is. It's dirty. This tractor's dirty. Thank you, Scorpion. You can tell it in my voice. I need something cool to drink. So it's soup du jour, and I think I've got a cold dew. I saved my Mountain Dews. All right, here goes. Oh, man, that feels good on the old throat. That's refreshing, and it tastes very good, too. And the scorpions turned into Alan. Hey, did you guys see that Coca-Cola has a new flavor? Coca-Cola Cinnamon. I haven't tried it yet, but there was on one of the bowl games, there was a Coke commercial, and they were singing about Coca-Cola Cinnamon. Don't get it? It sucks? Well, that figures. Well, it is Coke. I don't drink Coke too often. The only time I drink Coke, or Pepsi for that matter, is when I'm someplace and that's the only choice you get. I think this needs to be plowed. Yeah, hey, it needs plowing. All right, we're going to do that. All right, Wayne, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I would say have fun at work, but that's just cruel. Just hoping that it goes fast for you. What map is this? Divin Outlaw. This is. Anybody remember what the name of this is? Southern Farming. Yeah, I think so. Bill, you played this one, didn't you? This Southern Farming. Okay, Ray, no problem. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Carl, it's Southern Farming. Yeah, this map is made by a good friend of mine. Although I haven't talked to him in a month or so. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably call him and wish him Happy New Year. I missed Christmas. Mine was very good, Carl. I hope yours was as well. Mine was kind of quiet. Well, it was and it wasn't. We had plenty of company like we normally do, but the Christmas Day was really quiet. I mean, we woke up Christmas morning and man, I could have slept till noon. I didn't. Well, we had to get up and cook Christmas dinner, and then everybody came over for Christmas dinner. But yeah, it was Christmas morning was really quiet. It's a good thing too, because I stayed up late Christmas Eve. After everybody kind of settled down, my son and I got on a decent online game, and I think we played till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. The Welker Farms? Are you talking Welker? You said Walker. I'm sure you meant Welker Farms. I played the Welker Farm in 2017. I didn't care for it. I went through and did a harvest, and then there was nothing else to do. So I didn't play it very much. I haven't played the 2019 one. I don't know if it's any better. Well, I'll watch all their videos. That's enough. And I have their truck. Somebody made that new truck that they got into a mod. I've got the truck. Your stepson, 3 sheets to the wind. Is he a sailor? So he came around all drunk for Christmas, huh? Wonderful. Hazard County. I need to check on that one. I never heard of it. Hazard County. I'm still waiting. There's a game that's going to be coming up on Steam that I want to check out. A farming game. It looked promising, but you can't ever tell. Yeah, they made a big fuss over cattle and crops, but that kind of fizzled for me. Yeah, Carl, I'm not sure. I watch the Welker farms. If there's a Walker one, I haven't seen it. So that might, I don't know if you're talking about a different family. I watch, I think his name is Ryan, How Farms Work. And I watched the Welker farm. I don't like the Millennial Farmer. And let's see what else. There's another kid that I watch, but I don't watch it too often. I can't think of the name. They have a dairy farm. It's, gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Another one? Another Wisconsin one? I've been so busy the last month that I haven't even looked to see if there's any new maps out. West Beebe, Wisconsin, huh? Might have to check on that one too. So I'll check on the one that Dar's talking about, and then I'll check on this Wisconsin one. I'm about due to look for a new map. I get bored easy. Wind Chaser map for FS19. That's an interesting name. Wind Chaser. I wonder if our old buddy Maverick's making maps again. Haven't seen anything from him lately. And the last one I played at Alien Gems was at Washoe. You guys remember Washoe? That's an Alien Gem one. That's the last one I've played. I liked Washoe. I kept wanting to, you misspelled it? Detested Dredge. Hey man, I haven't seen you in a while. You've been playing Agro or Agco. Somebody else said they were playing that up in the chat earlier. 10th generation dairy farmer. That's right, Dar, that's the one. Thank you. I do watch that one. It's a dairy farm one, and that kid's a hard worker. He's a skinny little shit. He needs to eat some hamburgers, but he needs to eat some of them cows instead of milking them. But he's just a teenager. But I do watch that one occasionally. Because it's different. They're dairy farming. It's a little different. You want the contoured farming. Well, what other map has the contoured farming? Brian Wheeler's in the house. Brian, I hope you had a good Christmas, buddy. How's little Chase doing? I bet he's growing up fast. Because they tend to do that. One minute you're changing the diapers, and the next minute they're asking you for the car keys and money, of course. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had a nice, quiet Christmas. Came and went too fast, but that's okay. Um, we always consider the week after Christmas the main holiday anyway, because that's when everybody has time off, or at least some time off up to the holiday, the New Year. And so I've still got time to finish the Christmas movies I didn't get to watch. You guys will probably laugh. I got some movies I consider Christmas movies. I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie because it happens at Christmas, and if you think about the theme song is a Christmas song. So Die Hard is a Christmas movie to me. My favorite one is A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott. I watched that the other night. And then about every other year we watch the one where the little kid wants the BB gun. I don't necessarily watch that one every year. You got put out on an 18-wheeler for 6 months? Are you talking 6 months away from home? That would be awful for me. I always had respect for truck drivers that could just take off and be gone for weeks on end away from their families. I couldn't do it. As some of you probably know, when I was trying to make money for college, I drove truck. And I drove long-haul truck between Washington State and California. LA to be specific. I did make a few trips down to San Diego. I drove well, you might want to call it an 18-wheeler, but I drove a semi that pulled double trailers. I pulled two 26-foot trailers. That's an experience driving doubles. But I hated being away from home. I tell you, I was trying to save money for college, but I spent so much money on phone calls and meals and stuff that I might as well stay at home. Not really. I mean, I made pretty good money driving truck, but it wasn't the life for me. I didn't like being away from home. I got homesick about 1 mile out of town. Yep, I'm cutting this field up. Yeah, I used to have to travel for business as well when I worked for the government. I used to travel quite a little bit. I mean, in one respect, it was kind of nice because a lot of times I had to just travel on business, but then other times we had to travel for a specific thing that I could take my wife with me, and it was things like going to a conference, a national conference, and I did a lot of guest speaking at those things. So it was an easy trip for me. All I had to do was get up and give a speech. But the good part was when you have things like that, you have them at places like San Francisco, New Orleans, San Antonio, Disney World, things like that, right? So even though it was work paid for work paid for my room, my air flight, and what I would do is I'd just tag a few extra vacation days onto it and take Carol with me. And so when I wasn't in the conferences, I would we'd go out and have fun, see the sights, that kind of thing. A Freightliner Cascadia. I was driving, the last truck I drove was a Volvo White. It was okay. It was a newer truck. It was okay. The one I had before that was just a regular old cab over Cat. I had a Cat, and then and a Freightliner. I never drove a Kenworth, but I did drive a Freightliner, and I got to drive a Peterbilt once. It was the Peterbilts was a friend of mine, and I wasn't driving for a living, but I was in between a couple of jobs, and the guy he had several trucks, one of them being this new Peterbilt, and he had a truck driver that quit on him. And to entice me into doing it, because I wasn't driving truck anymore, and I never did drive that long anyway. I only drove truck for about a year and a half, and that was on and off to get money for college. But to entice me, I'll let you drive my new Peterbilt if you'll come and work for me. I'm in a bind. I've got these 3 trucks and I don't have enough drivers. All right, as long as I can drive the new Peterbilt, I'll do it. It was a hoot. I loved it. Kind of making a mess of this field. Look at that. That was fun. Don't do this in real life. Too hard on equipment. Oh shoot, you know what? Did I need lime? No, I didn't need lime. Oh my God. Bill's got to go back to work in a month. All right, you must be feeling a lot better, I'm guessing. I didn't ignore you. I downloaded it. I just forgot to put it in the folder before I started. I got a cousin who lives in Nashville. I haven't been to Tennessee. Been to Oklahoma, but only long enough to fly into Tulsa and get picked up by a relative and driven to Arkansas. I didn't get much time to see Oklahoma. Carl, you from Oklahoma? All righty then. So I gotta finish the... Oh, hey, I had the limerator over there. Let me go get it. It should be full by now. Oh, I forgot. You're back to work, aren't you? Oh, I'm stuck. No, how did that happen? I got stuck. Can I spread this thing out and get away? Go, man. Go. Go. Hey, it worked. I'll probably bent the heck out of that extension, though. Oh, I'm hard on equipment. Tell you what. Illinois? You live in Illinois now? I gotta get this one done and then head over to the plow and bring it over. Dallas, Texas. Scorpion, you got a big old Texas hat? Yeah, hot in the summer. When you were in Washington State, Dustin, where'd you live? Yeah, I grew up in the Yakima Valley in Washington. All right, somebody wrote something bad. Moses Lake. Yep, know the area well. I had a friend of mine worked when I worked for. I was a commercial loan officer at the at Rainer Bank, and I had a friend of mine who was from Moses Lake. Interestingly enough, he and I both were born on the same day in the same year. We were exactly the same age. It's kind of funny. In Yakima, yeah. It was a good place to grow up, but you know, I've had people ask me if I want to ever move home again. Hell no. It's not anything like it was when I was growing up there. It's completely different. It's you know, there's you know, I don't mind going home for visits and stuff because you can get any kind of fruit or vegetable depending on what the season is. Everything's grown there. It's an amazing place for that, for produce and farming and stuff, but it's not where I want to live anymore. What are the Mavs? Is that the Mavericks or something? I'm not into sports. Is that football, baseball, basketball? You know what? I'm thinking about this. I don't think I needed to put lime on this field. I didn't think it needed lime. Country ladies in the house. She wants to get on a boat and sail. That would be fun. The only thing is, I don't know how to sail. But I guess I could learn. How's Country Lady doing? And how was your Christmas? I hope it was very good. Very merry. Mavericks is basketball. Okay. I know less about basketball than I know about football. What made me do it? I just like playing games, and it looked like something fun to do. So I kind of figured, look, I'm playing the game anyway. Why not record it? And so I just started doing it. 3,000 videos later, I got a lot of videos up there. A lot of work. I'm waiting for the Mountain Dew to kick in. I did, Country. I did. It was quiet. Very quiet, which is good. A couple days leading up to Christmas were busy, but Christmas Day was just really quiet. We just got up, relaxed. When we got around to it, we started Christmas dinner, and it was just a nice, quiet, calm. Watched a couple Christmas movies. Yeah, the talking part. I was watching, and this actually wasn't that long ago. It was maybe a year ago. I got a comment on one of my videos, and the comment, I don't think he was being mean. I think he was just making a statement. He said, "This guy's pretty good, but he sure likes to talk, don't he?" That made me laugh. I remember the days before I started YouTubing where I didn't know if I could do it. And so I was out in the hot tub about midnight, and I just started talking about anything I could think of just to see how long I could do it. And my wife was not in the hot tub with me. She was in the house. when I got in, she asked me who I was talking to on the phone, and I, what? I'm not talking on the phone. I was in the hot tub. Don't take a phone into the hot tub. And she said, well, who are you talking to then? I said, I told her what I was doing. I said I was pretending I was YouTubing just to see how long I could keep talking. It was funny. Boyan? Is it Bowen? Is that how you pronounce that? Bowen? Hello, how are you? All right, I got to get my cedar moving here, or I'm not going to have any crops to do. Man, that tractor's dirty. That is a green tractor, believe it or not. I think it's kind of funny because the front fenders don't get dirty at all. Evidently, the mod author missed the front fenders or something. That is a green tractor. Although you can't tell. Alright, I gotta check that. What did I do with this field over here? Needs plowing. Oh, this had potatoes on it. I missed a field. I need to work on that one. It sure did, didn't it? Is Bill still around? Or did he go out for pizza? Do you recognize that language, Bill? Johan? Because I'm not sure what he's saying. Serbia, okay. Well, Scorpion's my translator. I can't, I'd have to stop the game and pull up a Google Translate. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Dustin's about to call for pizza. I grew up on a farm. We'd call for the pigs. Sweet. Aha. Pepperoni and cheese, please. Yeah, we didn't have to call the cattle. The cattle, they knew when it was time to eat, and they'd come wandering in out of the pasture. And We never had to round the cattle up. They always came in at about dinner time. We'd let them out in the morning, excuse me, into the pasture, and about dinner time they'd come back in. And we never had to go round them up. The pigs, on the other hand, we kept them penned up. And you knew when it was dinner time because they would start a cacophony of noises. Bacon in motion. There you go. Metallic's back. Yeah, I loved the pigs. That was my favorite, raising pigs. I hated sheep. The cattle were all right. I like to eat the cattle. They were okay. They weren't any trouble. But I just love the pigs. Pigs are smart. People don't realize how smart pigs are. Sheep are stupid. I mean, sheep are just really stupid. If a dog gets in a sheep pen, the sheep will lay down and let it kill him. Dog gets in a pig pen, pigs will tear his ass up. At least mine would. Used to be, believe it or not, that's how they used to get rid of people. Throw them in a pig pen. Pigs will eat them up. You've probably seen it in movies. I don't know if it's true or not. I never threw anybody in a pig pen. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'll tell you what, there used to be some minerals and things that the pigs weren't getting in their food and stuff, and we would go buy coal. And you had to make sure you got denatured coal. You got coal that didn't have creosote in it. It was regular old coal. There was nothing in it. And we'd throw some coal in the pig pen, and they would start crunching that coal, and oh my God, our little farm was in this little valley, and you could hear the pigs crunching on that coal from miles away, and it sounded like they were chewing on bones or something. It was, it'd send a chill down your spine. Come outside after dinner and hear that crackling, that crunching coming from the pig pens. Yeah, pigs are funny. I was trying to catch a pig one time, get him in the truck. We were going to the sale auction. We're going to an auction, and it was a mess. The pig pen was a mess. It hadn't been cleaned out for a while, and so it was pretty sloppy. And you can imagine what it's sloppy with. And I'm chasing this one pig, was just not cooperating. We got the rest of them on the truck and one pig, and we're kind of late for the auction. So I decided I was going to go in there and manhandle that pig into the truck. Now you got to realize this wasn't a baby pig. This was a pig ready for market. It's a substantial animal. And I think I'm going to go and wrangle that damn pig into the truck. Well, a pig don't go where you want him to. And so I'm chasing this pig around the pen, and I get to the point where I'm just going to grab him and kind of manhandle him, right? Well, I took a dive at him, and he saw me coming and moved. And I landed head first into this sloppy corral. Oh, Jesus, what did I just do? I'm screwed now. I landed head first in this thing with my mouth open, and I come up out of the mud. I was covered with mud. Mud is word for something else. And I'm spitting it out of my mouth, and everybody's laughing so hard until they start puking, thinking about what it was I was spitting out. I never did that again. Yeah, what am I going to do with that? The only thing I can think of to do is to move it. Let's see if I can figure out where it's at here. Which field was I on? Must have been this one. Nope, that ain't it. Crumb, crumb, crumb. What field am I on? All right, let's put the tractor back on. Okay, I'm right here. Where's the seeder? It should be showing up right here. There it is. Right, let me get rid of the tractor. Oh man, I hate to reset that, but reset it. Okay, that should fold it back up and put it back on the farm, I hope. I don't know what else to do with it. That was weird. Boing! He was excited. Hey, Rafus Ben's in the house. I am well. I am well. Had a good Christmas. Hope you did as well. So, how's it going, Ben? I saw you on the game the other night. I don't know where you were flying, but I was going to try to track you down in Elite Dangerous. Buy a new tractor? I don't need a new tractor right now. I got lots of tractors. All right, anybody know where my piece of equipment went? I wonder if it goes back to the dealer. It might. It might go back to the dealer. Let's go check. Let's see. I can do... Let me get out of this tractor. Well, I'm going to need the tractor, though, aren't I? Let's talk to Doctor Who and have him teleport me down there. There it is. Reset it back to the dealer. The dealer repossessed it. You just got a cutter? Have you not had a cutter before, Ben? Cutter's a cool ship. It's a beautiful ship, for one thing. And it's big. I always kind of enjoyed using my cutter. I didn't have any other reason to use it, so I used it for transporting goods. Because I could get 720 tons in that ship and still have a fairly good jump range. I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about as far as exploring or anything, but it had a pretty good jump range, and it worked pretty well for transporting. It also works pretty good for a passenger ship. I know, Scorpion, but what else could I do? I didn't know what else to do. I guess I could have tried ramming speed. All right, Dustin, take care. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good new year. It is a beautiful ship. What color did you put on it? What kind of paint job? Yeah, Scorpion doesn't play anymore. Galvanized blue. I've kind of got a galvanized blue on my Corvette. It was a new paint job, one of the brand new ones. I can't remember what they call it. Neutron Kisser. That's a good name. I have in, we're talking about Elite Dangerous. It's a space game that I play. And I have one of the bigger ships in the game as far as a hauler. Is what they call a Type 9. It's a great big hauling ship. So it'd be like if you were going to haul cattle from one star to the next, you're going to use a T9. It's big and it's bulky and it's slow. And I use it for mining, and I named it Pork and Beans. Make a lot of money with old Pork and Beans. And I was, yeah, Pork and Beans. I was honored to be able to name one of Metallica's ships. I mentioned the name, he liked it, and named his ship. Metallica, that's CGI, Ben. CGI was in the stream earlier. He may still be here, I don't know. But his ship, I told him that he was making a ship. I can't remember what he was making it for. It was sleek and fast and lean, and I told him he should name it Lap Dancer. He was making it for a racing ship. So, you know, how many laps are you going to race? How many laps are you going to run? So, yeah, CGI's Metallica. So I talked him into naming it Lap Dancer. I thought that was a good name. All right, now I got to fill my cedar back up. But it was getting low anyway. I didn't lose too much, really. I don't want to unhook it again. That was a bad thing. All right, open the top up. Put a little herbicide in. Good old Lap Dancer. That dog always scares the snot out of me. Am I trying to get seed out of a fertilizer silo? I think I am. I always get confused on their silly icons. Yeah, that's the seed right there. Because it looks like a little sprout. Lap dance. Stripper pole position. That's funny. All right, we're full up of corn again. I don't know if I'm going to keep planting corn or not. I got corn right in that field. Let me think about it a minute. Maybe I should do some canola for a change. Let me flip it over to canola. I haven't done any oats, but I don't really have any reason to do oats right now. Let's do some canola. This is going to be a tight field. These fences and these trees. All right, Bill. Thank you, sir. It's such a small field, I don't know if it makes any difference if I go straight or not. It sounds like a bad word in Swedish. I think I heard you say that before. Well, they call it rape, but I just can't bring myself to call it that. We always called it canola, but internationally I think they call it rape. It's a when it's growing, it's very beautiful. If you go out into a field of canola, it's bright yellow, like dandelions. You know, it's a beautiful as it's growing. You can look over the field and there's bright yellow field of grain growing. You know, and then when it is ready to harvest, it's ugly, dirty brown, like it's dead. Looks like old brown twigs. All right, what's going on? There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't closing up for me. Smells good, does it? Mmm. Makes good oil. Well, guys, I think my time's up for today. I shouldn't have any trouble next week on Tuesday and Thursday. We just had some holiday stuff to do this week. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it now. It's been a couple hours. I haven't even got to finish my Mountain Dew. My Mountain Dew hasn't kicked in yet. But it will, and then my wife will have to tell me to shut up all afternoon. I talk too much. Anyway, thank everybody for coming by. I'm glad everybody had a good Merry Christmas. I can't say Merry Christmas enough because there's so many people out there trying to, take Christmas away from us. So I'm going to say Merry Christmas as much as I can. And I will see you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hope to see you then, and I hope you have a good new year. Thanks for stopping by, and everybody have a good evening.